Hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Yes, I do see you laughing me head off sometimes. We're going to look at the military, okay, and what new shocking information is going to be revealed to us about our military. So you're looking at the army, you're looking at the Navy, you're looking at Ministry of Defence. Oh dear, I can feel it in my bones already. Okay then, so universe, what do I need to know about the UK military? So they're being held back at the moment. They're waiting for an instruction. So this news has not come through yet. So if they're if the government's saying, that they're doing something, it's like they're not doing something. I kind of feel like they're preparing themselves, but not for Iran. Diagnosis after a long time. Well, the king owns the army, okay? He's in charge of the army. What shock revelations will we get from the king about the army, if any? Oh, I've hit a nail on the head there. Okay, so the king and the army. Well, I think he's been getting a bit of stick, actually, regarding this. It's as if a woman comes out and says something. I'm getting really confident here. They're really confident. And I'm also seeing the Queen, the late Queen, not this Queen, the late Queen. So I don't know. It's something maybe that's been put in place by the Queen, or a role or something, you know, some kind of role. Have the army been, the UK army military, have they been teetering on making a decision for a while about getting involved with something? Absolutely. It's all generals round the table, okay? I'm telling you, this isn't to do with Iran. Or is it? Is it to do with Iran? I don't think it is to do with Iran. We've got a young male here. Can you imagine the embarrassment of Iran helping us? I know that sounds strange, but that's kind of what I get. It's like utter humiliation. Like they do us a favour, or they say they do this, you know, and it's a favour for us. Oh my God. How do the military, the guys that sit round the table, making plans, waiting to go, being authorised by the king, how do they feel about Starmer? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Okay, this guy has to go. He's pissed off everybody. We know that, but he's got to go. This is about national security, so he needs removal and enforcement. So if he doesn't step down voluntarily, which he doesn't seem to be, well, he hasn't done so far, has he? So yeah, I think they're going to take him down. Are our military going to take Starmer down? Well, he has turned the UK upside down. I'm getting not alive there. Passed over. And you can't stop now, so despite not having success, you have to keep going through it. Well, that's Starmer, isn't it? Eh? So no success, and he's still doing it. He won't stop. How does the king feel about Starmer? Yeah, look, their relationship has gone. Okay, their relationship has gone. I think Charles thinks that the government is. What's the point in asking for advice when you've already made the decision to do something? So King Charles is not happy at all. What conversation has King Charles had with his army? Oh, I tell you, it's going to be a massive coup. You just can't trust him, and he's all for these the M words and everything else. Oh, I've got a right story in another video. I might just do it. So I put a video. I'm on TikTok now, so I've been putting shorts up. One of them was Tommy Robinson. Oh, guess what, guys? I got banned. So, but I'll tell you all about it. Okay, I'll tell you all about it. It's absolutely. I was furious. I think somebody like Dan Wootton needs to, take this up. It's bad for Tommy and for anybody else as well, actually. Anyway, let's go back to this. So, yeah, you can't trust him. Can't trust Starmer at all. What is it that has upset the king? What is it that they've disagreed on? Oh, I'm getting loads of things. Loads of things. Yeah, all these bloody awful decisions, so pissing off Trump, not doing our bit, having, not even trying to protect Cyprus while he's trying to give away Gibraltar, Chagos. I told you that won't go through. Chagos won't go through at all. I said that months ago. And also, I told you about the Chinese embassy. That don't go anywhere neither. So, about all these terrible decisions. How does the king, because, I mean, this is important to the king. How does the king feel about Starmer's attitude and comments to President Trump? Absolutely catastrophic. Just can't believe it. Can't believe it. He's absolutely shocked. And this is bad, okay? When you start messing with... you know why Starmer's doing this? He's doing it because if he pisses the US off and we don't get the US support anymore, well, that leaves us unprotected against people that are in this country illegally, that are obviously committing horrific and heinous acts against our people. How does the the military feel about Starmer and what he's been saying and doing with Trump? Oh my God, it's like, look at that. Oh dear, they're not happy at all. So it's all right saying what he says to Trump, but the military are going, hang on a minute, we ain't got no money. We ain't got enough people. I said that as well last year. We ain't got enough. Boots on the ground. Oh, I tell you, I just want to swear my head off at the moment about him. But I'll resist. And ill-gotten gain and fraud as well, creating debt. You know, I mean, they're giving away our country. So apparently, you know, if you're an OAP and you was part of the World War II, they're going to take your pension off you or whatever. They're going to make you sit in the bloody dark because you can't afford the lights or electric. They're cold because, you know, you can't afford your heating, and they've taken some support away from that, you know. But we'll give an illegal 40 freaking grand. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to change my name to Ashrad Mohammed, and I'll go over, come through Turkey. If I have to get a boat, I'll get a boat. 40 grand, and you're going to tell me that isn't going to be abused? This is just scandalous, you know. When I suggested giving them money to go back, I meant like 3 grand, 4 grand at the most. So these idiots, right, haven't counted on the fact as well that they have large families. So you might have 8 children, 8 adults, you know, they can have about 14 wives, you know. So yeah, get your 14 wives and your 40 grand each. Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely crackerjack, aren't they? Eh? So I don't believe they're going to take him out. But let's have a look. Yes or no, what turn the card? Our military going to off Starmer? No, I didn't think it was that. Okay, so how are they going to take him? How are they going to take him? Make effort, not going ahead. Solve to move on, harder to move on. Well, that could be support for Trump, but I think it's just far too late now. They're going to want to make it difficult for him to go ahead with something. So stop him doing something, or stop him doing something. So they're going to try and stop him doing something. So that's how they take him. What are they going to stop? What is it Starmer's going to try and do that panic the world regarding this? What is it Starmer does that the military and the king need to stop? What is it? It is he will do or try to do this. So they'll try to stop him because he's still trying to do something, okay? So there's something we know already, and he's still trying to do something. And he's still trying to find a way around it. Well, there's several things. There's obviously the Iran business and Cyprus. You got the Chagos. And you've got the embassy. the Chinese embassy. Let's have a look. What will be revealed next about the embassy? So this time it doesn't go through, okay? It's not over. But you're not going to be right this time. So he's not getting it this time. But it's not over. So that we seemingly get them with the Chinese embassy that there's an issue. Starmer has to back down. But it doesn't mean it's dead in the water just as yet. What revelations do we need to know about the Chagos? Getting some kind of woman here. Is that Queen Elizabeth? So I'm getting raising concern. So I don't know. Has anybody tried to do this before? Because I just see like the Queen. You know, when I said there's some rules, I kind of feel like something was put in place because it was, what do we do if this happens? Okay, that's what I'm getting. Raising concern, putting in a complaint, you know, which people have done. And a woman as well. So a woman could come out and talk about being caring and nurturing, and so that could be caring for the people on Chagos. So, and that tends to be better. And what revelations are going to be revealed about the us and lack of support for Iran? I don't mean supporting Iran, I mean supporting the war. King has to make a decision. That's his card. He has to make a decision. Charlie boy, that, I'm telling you, that army belongs to him, not to the government. Starmer wanted a war so he could stay in power, or so he thinks. But the war isn't with us, it's with other countries. So how does Starmer feel about remaining in power? This will be telling indeed. Oh, we've got the secrets coming and being revealed. So he does get caught out with this. So I hear someone shouting in Parliament that he's been keeping something hidden and quiet and secretive. How does he feel? Well, he knows his, you know, the Ukrainian boys are going to expose him. And by the way, I don't believe the rent boys. I think all that was made up. You know, I don't know. I forgot that one of them was his son. What secrets regarding Starmer? What are these secrets? What secrets will be revealed? So I've got that again. 5 of Cups. It's going to have to go. Going to have to move on. he can't have what he wants. Same what those things that I said, and rubbing shoulders, literally, with groups that, you know, want to harm us. I mean, that is just beyond, it's sickening, isn't it? I'm sat there thinking, oh my God, why ain't there a law that, you know, you can, why can't we take him out of position? You know, why can't we force him to step down? There must be a goddamn law. It can never, ever be allowed where the king has to be asked by the Prime Minister, so the most unpopular one, to dissolve Parliament. So again, it's about something he wants that he's been working on and he can't have. Okay, let's have a look then. Are the military going to, is Charles going to bring the military in due to the government being such a failure? Oh, I hope so. I think it's that. I think our armies are on standby for our own country. I'm going to say yes, sir. I'm going to say in the morning as well, sir. I don't think it's tomorrow, but it is. It's coming soon. I can see the sunlight. I love a bit of sunlight now, don't you? So then, it's something else has just gone through my thoughts. So you've had Keir Starmer, who's done all this in, what, less than 18 months? So because of him, we're now crying and praying for the military to come in and sort us all out. No offence, but, you know, when the military come in, there's roles to us as well. It affects everybody as well. So see how I mean? Like, things like that can be built up. I know people will say, well, it's opportunist, but, you know, you got to realise that life wouldn't be the same with the military on there. You would feel safe, but you'll feel isolated as well. So what do the UK military have planned for us as citizens? To deal with what worries us, you know, and their cruelty and the sleepless nights and tossing and turning. So all the things that keep us up at night, you know. So mainly schools being targeted, buses, trains, parks, you name it, you know. You're not even safe in your own home. How will the illegals react to this? What will the illegals think to this? Well, I've got home, so I hope it's going bloody home and not creating one, because I'm seeing peace at last and stability and lasting. I think the UK are very, like, on the whole, very loving people, you know. They're generous, they're kind, loyal, helpful, mainly polite. Will they think of will they think of, does this 10 of cups mean their home, like where they came from? Is this returning back to their home, yes or no? Yes. Yes. Go voluntary. Go voluntary. So they might give them something. And when I'm talking, I mean the illegals, you know. The ones on the boats that I've come across illegally. Try doing that in America. Right, so are we certain that the UK military are going to take over the UK and get rid of Starmer and the party? Yeah, they're there to keep the balance, okay, until it's, you know, moved on. I mean, you've got loads of problems with all the bloody parties, you know. How will the UK people feel about bringing the UK military to the streets? Like I say, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it, eh? Their rules for these people to get rid of and what are causing the issues. And we have to deal with it, you know? So I think people won't be happy. Some people will feel relieved at first, but this could go on months. I don't think people would cope. And it would create problems, you know. What about people on night shifts? You're looking at all sorts, curfews, even rations, how much you're allowed to spend at shop. That's where I was going to, you know. Isn't it funny, they give us Keir Starmer to break us down, and then we're begging for the military to come in. So what does, you know, is this part of a bigger plan? Has this been part of a bigger plan? No. Well, if the plan was, you know, to help it again, not cope. Discord, anarchy. What action will the UK military take then with the illegals? What will their actions be? Movement, ship them out, a turn for the better. Oh, well, if that's what it takes and I have to do a curfew and watch me spending and all like that, then I don't mind. I've just had a thought. Is this why I don't go on holiday? Problem, delays, nervous, feeling on a knife's edge. I think a powder keg to go forward. I don't think it is that. Although I don't know, you know. Kind of thought the holiday company was going to go. I think if the army did come in, yeah, there would be problems coming and going. You know, they need all the planes they can get. I wanted to ask because I'm supposed to go in May, so I was trying to work out the timing for all this. Timing's a shit, but it never stops me asking, when does this come into place then? Being caught out, fear of being named, admit your mistakes, humiliation. It's Starmer. It's something he's been doing that gets revealed as well. And it's just like, he's tried to cover something up. So why... How do the UK military feel about national security in the UK? That's why they'll be called in. That is why they will be called in. You've got Dark Mind, and then, you know, I've already mentioned about viruses, but let's get illness, okay? What is it? So I'm talking probably admissions to hospital here or illness. Yes or no, universe, is this card also meaning about illness? No. Okay, so it's about what he's been up to. How will the rest of Labour Party feel about... I don't know if it's that they get dissolved or... How will the Labour Party feel about Starmer once all this has come out? No. How will Labour feel about the military taking over? So Starmer, something comes out, and the Labour Party chose to turn their back on him and want to walk away, so they'll probably try and jump ship. So it looks like Labour's for the running. How do the army... No, how does the king feel about getting another party in? I mean, you can't call it really. It's Reform and the Greens maybe at the moment. So, you know, how does the king feel about getting another party in? Yeah, oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. The whole shebang, you've got the fraud votes for reform from these family things. You've got the Greens, you know, that have been hosted and put there by the illegals, or not the illegals, but whatever they are. So it's all shot to bits. Everything from top to bottom is weak, is based on lies, and is not democratic whatsoever. Okay then, right, let's ask. Oh, I've asked when it happens, didn't I? Why am I thinking of May? What happens to the UK military with the with us in May? Well, that's when it all goes to cock. So basically then, if you've got another some kind of by-election coming up around May, I think there's trouble there. I really do. I think there's outrage. Do will the UK military be on our streets this month? Yes or no, universe? What's in the card? Says yes. What can we expect from their king and the UK military this month? Still trying to find their way, so, you know, trying to make things work. Does the king give his blessing, his order, for the UK military to take to the streets this month? No, it's not this month. Maybe they're working out how to do it. They're working out logistics and everything. Yes, strategy. Absolutely, you know. Health as well, healthcare for some reason. Do the UK military take their streets in April then? No. I don't know, I'm kind of getting something going off this month and also May as well. So, we'll see. Will the country improve once the military takes over? Unreliable, Casanova. All I can say is I see a male who makes promises that he can't keep. Certainly can't. Charming. Very charming. Will the UK be okay? I don't know, I'm getting undetermined here. We don't need another shit Prime Minister, that's for sure. I asked if the UK was going to improve under the military, so I'll ask again. Oh, well, it's getting rid of Starmer, that one, isn't it? First off, everybody will love him. Look at that, look, is there King of Wands reverse, and then King of Wands there as well. Is this to do with Trump? Competition, you know, competition. No, you're telling me about a party, there's loads of people there. Is the King of Wands a new leader? Yes. Is it Rupert Lowe? Oh, I hope so. Oh, I'm getting a Lars revealed here. Is it Rupert Lowe? I don't know, maybe, you know, maybe he gives out some information. So he's watching already. I don't know, I kind of feel like, you know, there's two people really. Okay, tell me, universe, what am I not understanding about? Every time I ask, will the UK be okay? And you're giving me a man. What am I missing? What am I seeing right now? Well, I did get 2 people, didn't I? 2 people meeting. And being committed. Okay, outcome for the UK in this, please. We'll get a new government. We'll get a new government, and one that we trust as well. Does King Charles believe that Rupert Lowe should be the next leader? No. No. Because it's not any one person. It's not even a party. It seems like it's a table full of different people from different areas that are managing us. I think that's what it is. It's a group of people, you know, a different way. Outcome for Starmer. Huh. Yes. He's going to need a psychiatrist by the time he's done. He'll need to lay low now. And he doesn't get what he wants. He thought he was heading up to the EU, you know, or even UN maybe. You're bored of peace with Trump. He's not going on any of them. Yeah, I think, you know, his darkness is exposed. And I can't believe how much shite we've put up with, you know. You wouldn't, any other time in history, none of this would have been acceptable at all. There'd have been riots. Whereas now, because of social media, you know, and they're putting that much out there at you, you become acclimatised, and that's what they depend on. Okay, guys, we'll call it a day on that. Once military look like they're coming in, I can start to get a better and bigger picture, but I don't feel it's like this half of the year, certainly not later. I don't know though. There's something going on. There'll be something going on between now and May, because every time I've asked about my holiday, I'm getting loads of different things. And the first one that I pulled, I remembered it was that way. Don't trust it in discussions. And if holiday companies are going bust, well, that shows to do with flights, you know, not being able to make the money. So we'll see. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Hope you've enjoyed this reading. If you have, let me know in the comments. And thank you for your hypes and subscriptions as well. All of you. You're an absolute blessing to me. Okay, guys, that's it. Bye now. Bye-bye.